Hi there, it's Tim Kelley, author of True Purpose, 12 Strategies for Discovering the Difference You're Meant to Make. So I want to talk to you about an interesting process I just completed that's had a profound impact on me, which is the soul branding process of Sabine Messner. Now, like many of you, I find it difficult sometimes to use traditional marketing techniques because the work I do in the world is really rooted in my purpose. And some of the more ego-based marketing techniques that I've been taught or practitioners try to use with me don't really work. So I was very pleasantly surprised working with Sabine at the depth of transformative skill that she had, so that going through the soul branding process with her not only gave me the information needed to create a world-class brand, but it also had a profound transformational effect on me at the same time. So just a little background on how I traditionally do marketing is I like to do marketing rooted in the work I do in the world, the difference I make, and ultimately rooted in my life's purpose. And this is confusing for some people. It was not at all confusing for Sabine, who really knew exactly what to do with this. And so I found that I actually know much more about my purpose in life and about the difference I'm meant to make in the world as a result of doing the soul branding process with Sabine, which was not something I expected at all. This is an area in which I feel very capable and very competent and don't normally seek help from others. And I was very pleasantly surprised to see how much amazing information I was able to get about, in particular, the message I'm meant to spread in the world and the ultimate difference I'm meant to make through what was originally meant to be a marketing process. So what I've found working with myself and with clients is that a lot of the key information necessary to do really brilliant, world-class marketing isn't consciously accessible to most people. And the thing that really worked for me about the soul branding process was that Sabine facilitated me in going into an altered state of consciousness in which all kinds of information that was useful in marketing and for other things was very readily available. She did this in something called a PowerReinvention session, which lasted a long time. It was hours long, and it was absolutely and totally worth it. I felt completely conscious and in control the whole time, and at the same time in a very altered state of consciousness from which I could see and know things that I could not normally see and know. And out of that, it's actually going to affect my writing and my speaking, because I got a significant amount of information that I'm going to be able to use in my efforts to create a better world. And I'm already starting to incorporate into writing that I'm doing for high-level leaders. So as you can see, the results of this process far exceeded what Sabine promised me, and what I was expecting to get from it. So let me give you the strongest possible recommendation. And by the way, I'm not being paid to give this endorsement or anything like that. Made no promises to Sabine to give an endorsement. I'm giving this endorsement because I am so pleased with the work that she's done with me, and feel very strongly that if you're a heart-based entrepreneur, a change agent, someone who's trying to make a real difference in the world, that you will find it very difficult to find someone who can do the quality marketing work with you that Sabine can do. Especially if you're a high-level person looking to make a very big difference in the world. This means that your message, your brand, your essence, the different components that you create in your writing, in your speaking, in your web page, in your collateral, really need to be rooted in the deepest knowledge of yourself and absolutely rooted in your purpose and the difference you're meant to make. And this is the water that Sabine swims in. She is at least as comfortable in it as I am, and that's saying a lot coming from me. In particular, she was able to help me find out information about my essence that also I had been unable to do on my own. And this is something I teach other people how to do. This is not an area where I feel particularly challenged in general. She created essence information for me that was far more precise and accurate than anything I've had in years. Now, this may seem a little odd to you, but let me explain the importance of this. So essence information is the look and feel, the being state of your purpose, and is directly applicable in marketing in creating the look and feel of your collateral and your website and the tone, if you will, of the marketing communications that you make. So this is very important information, and it's actually very hard to get and very poorly understood. And she knew exactly what to do and exactly how to go about getting it through the Power Reinvention session and through other means. So just to sum up, I think you will learn a lot about yourself, a lot about your purpose, and wind up with world-class branding materials if you use Sabine Messner to get the information you need to create the various components of your brand. So my heartiest recommendation to her, and blessings to you on your path. May you have a great impact living out your purpose.